Not you. I'm checking on areas to renovate. I'm checking on areas to renovate the hospital. Checking on the cameras. Checking on spoiled places. Like this one. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. You know, sometimes you should check the cameras, how they are working. Check on areas that are having problems. If everything is working okay, like this door has a problem, it needs to be oiled up. Here you are on Benham Medical Center. Benham Medical Center. Can't you just look at them? Like, look at them as and to document them. That's why I'm doing this. You are at this place. I want to document them, so it's important I have this one. Check on how these things are working. Check on how these things are working. Yeah, I have a monitor. I'm checking on how they are placed. Not they are working, but some places need renovation. You know, some places. This is my facility, so it's a Sunday. Everything is easy, and I'm checking on where I can renovate, can renovate to add some things, to remove some things. You know. That's what I'm checking. I've not been around for some time, and I'm seeing some places are not better. Some cameras wiring are going. The sliding doors need some renovations. The paint itself, it needs to be painted. The reception does not look the way I want. So I need to redo some things. This place needs to be better than this. Let me check this office here. This office needs these are dirty things that need to be replaced. Where like the children weighing scale just left dirty. Children weighing scale was just left dirty. Yes, sir. Hey, FSC, welcome to the platform. I'm checking today. I'm going around the facility looking at how things are done when I'm not around, and putting things in order. And also, some places need some renovation, so I'm checking in and out. And this store needs to feel. This store is funny. Put a camera. You know, this is it's called an autoclaving area. This is what is called an autoclave. This one is called an autoclave. See how it's left. There's some bottles around here that are just left like that. FSC, welcome to the channel. Not you. Put a camera into back corner on the side. Yes, not you. That's what I'll do. Let me do this. Some things need to be placed where they are. You know, when you are not, sometimes you entrust some things to people and you are always busy. You find that everything is a mess. Some specific things are a mess, but the lady that follows up on everything is a very nice lady. She's always checking on everything. She's always checking on everything. See, these things like this should be placed where they're supposed to be. Where they're supposed to be, that place is place need to be cleaned. This place need to be cleaned. You put on this. Put off this light here. You need some proper renovation about this. Look at the wiring of the camera. It was done like this was not even professional. Look, it wasn't even professional. It was just placed like you are placing everything. And you know this is a place that should be. Check on this reception. Yes, we are inside. We are inside Benham Medical Center. Benham Medical Center, and just going through some 1, 2, 3 things that I look at, and like this. There. I place that on there. Rearrangements. I have to follow these things slowly by slowly. Slowly by slowly. You give some things will be damaged, like these weighing scales are expensive and they should be properly managed. The weighing scale sometimes can be so expensive. Not you is still here. FSC is still here. I'm checking on the lights. Let me see. Let me see this. This wiring was done in a very funny way. I don't like it. I need to be this thinking better way. Hey guys, we are coming live from Benham Medical Center, that one. And I'm just checking on areas that needs renovations and problems. That let me check this other store this side. Other store. Wow, at least here things are organized. Some things here are organized, not so bad. This is a place that we store several things. You see, this is this is a store. At least things here are organized. The wirings here are poor. Look at this. I don't like this. Look. Just done like wiring is done like someone who never went to school. Someone who never did any of wiring. Yes, it should be placed in the wall. It should be there. They should not be seen. We have several. See, like the other one. That is another camera. So this is the holding area, and the wiring is just outside the wall hanging. Holding area is where you put some things before the emergency area is this one here. It needs to be painted. The wall is destroyed up. It's a lavatory. We check this other side. Things should be So that is it.
Kandarasi tumetengeneza.
Let me go and check the other side. The examination area. Wow, we need paint. Now this is the examination area. It's called the examination place. Look, needs proper man. Hey, it's looking so funny. So funny. This fence I should be in the wall. Yes. It should be in the wall. It should be in the wall. We have another examination area here. This examination area. Let's check on this. Hey, my friends. Sometimes when you have a business or you are running something as the manager, look how these are. I don't like this at all. I really don't love this at all. This. Check this one. Destroyed. Walking Barry exercise. Barry walking exercise. I'm going through things today, Barry exercise, and I'm being surprised that several things need repair, several things need to be replaced, and I've not even been told. Thanks for coming in, Barry walking exercise. Thanks for coming in and having your like. Thanks for that. You take this one. I need to the granular syringes. That's this one. What are these now, my friends? What are these? What are these? Serious? Yes, guys, welcome to the platform. Welcome to the platform. Today I'm going through some places and things that I really need to change. I really need to change some issues. And there, you are inside Benham Medical Center today. You are inside Benham Medical Center. Give your likes and subscribe to the channel. If you have, hi, Margaret. Today I'm going through every place in this hospital, and I'm feeling so frustrated that are supposed to be somewhere. They are just placed. Look, I need to be updated. We need uniform. We need this. We need this. You see, these ones are clean. Yeah? The other ones are clean. The other ones are clean. And what do I need? I need to change this one. Yes, I need to change this one. Things are very good. Yes, welcome, welcome. Don't fail to give your likes if you like the video. Today I'm going through every department in this hospital. Every department. Going through every department in this hospital. Can see when you're not around. When you are not around, things are done in a funny. Margaret, welcome. Coffee cakes, welcome, welcome. I'm going through the hospital looking at how things are done. Oh yeah. That one will work. That one will work. There's one thing that I really hate. What sign is that? Shah Travels, welcome, welcome. Today I'm going through all the departments in my hospital. And I'm kind of like feeling some things are done with, and me, when I feel some things are not all right, I do them myself, so that when the required person comes, that person sees what is supposed to be done. You see, things are clean bed, clean curtains. This one was just placed here. It should be well folded. And it's just here. Just imagine. The patients need clean environment. Patients need cleanliness. You don't want to treat patients and then you bring some other, like this one. This one is supposed to be placed, the lignocaines. This one, like this one, but it's not placed, just there. Welcome, my friends. Welcome, my friends, to the platform. And as usual, if you have any question, just ask any question as we continue with what we are doing. What we are doing. If you have any question, just say it. That is it. I see. Hit the unsubscribe channel. Thanks, Shah, for tuning in. When are you planning to open your hospital, Dr. Ben? The hospital is running. Hospital is running, but I've been so busy. I'm just going through all the departments, including the pharmacy. All. Roger.
Halo.
Hai. Jana kimzuri kidogo tu nikuje.
Ako wapi mrembo?
Leo hayuko.
Haya.
Leo watu wako na off, acha nikuje. Shah Travels. Hospital is running and I'm just going through this department to see if people are doing their work, but I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. Let me see here first. Yes, I'm here already, guys. I took a little break. I'm going back to clean the windows. So later in the background. Yes, thanks, Share Travels. And even me, I'm going through everything. It's a impromptu audit. I've given some people off. So checking on. Do you have her number?
Oh, yes.
Then,
Yes.
yeah. Because tunasiwezi kukata this.
Dorothy. Nimekuja huku sikupata.
Yes, Betty, I'm here. I'm doing some audits. I'm doing some audits of my facility, and I can see some people are doing some internet fixing. Internet fixing, and I'm going through even my internet right now. Kind of like
That is why. Yes. I'm using Marvel. Yes. Yes. For people, I'm always here and yes, yes, yes. Our other responsibility. Yes, I told you what to do. It was the responsibility. Yes. So hapa ni mfano kutoka hapa. Yes. This one will be I think two things that congratulations. Yes. I think it's like a team of it's really right so I'll be pushing for I've had no issues like that. When you're leaving the work as a you feel guilty. Okay. When you know that someone has friends and good okay. So that, yes. That's why you want us from yes.
I should sijakuwa huku for so long. I want to go through hizi zote hizi nini. I check some lines kama hizi zenye nitafute fundi. And then we'll talk.
Sawa.
Yes.
Sawa, thank you.
Okay. What's next? had to get a bulb. I had to get a bulb somewhere. This one here. Anything that you ever wanted, choose access granted. umetoka. Mimi nimekuwa huko niko busy naangalia kwa nini naona umepita hivi.
Ni sawa, just relax.
Niendelee na kazi yako. Okay, sawa. Leila, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm going through some everything here, everything. Everything. I've not been having good time here. Some time to be here, so I'm going through 1, 2, 3 things here to make sure that everything is in order. That everything is in order. Mercy Grace, Efasi, Leila, Coffee Cakes, all of them have been here. Today I've been quite busy doing ABCD. Can see you guys are around. Thanks for tuning in, even if I'm not talking today. I'm just here. I'm just here doing my things. Kale kwa muzika watoto. Just here doing 1, 2, 3 things and checking out the facility. Sometimes it's good to look at these things. I have to fix that. Fix that one. Guys watching today, the busy day, no classes. I'm doing some work here. I can see Mercy Grace in the channel. I can see several people here. And welcome. Just watch my Sunday, how it is rolling. How my Sunday is rolling. How my Sunday is rolling here. That's the thing. Let's go up. This one's go to the pharmacy. These are drugs. Pharmacy. Yeah. These are drugs. The pharmacy. Tomorrow. This place needs some additives. Some additives. Yeah, Jamaican uncle. Greetings to you, uncle. Today, I don't have any topic. I was doing some checking of things here and there, and cleanliness, some fixing here and there. And I can see you are here. It is 4:44. Oh, my time is here. I started early, 1 hour ago, showing people how I need to checking where we need to renovate, checking what to fix. Sometimes when you're running a facility and it's not a big facility, like you have managers to check on what to be renovated, you're the only one who is doing it. You kind of like forget, because you are running so many things you are running so many things at the same time. So today I've been checking around the hospital, looking at what can be fixed, looking at what can be, where I can see some wires who are just dropping, the cameras, some are dirty, they need to be fixed. So that is what the work of management. But you see, I'm running the facility my own, me personally, so I need some assistance to be checking on them, to be checking on the facility infrastructure, like the cameras, the rooms, if the rooms need to be painted again. You see, water has spilled on the wall. You need a hospital that yes, I'm working right now. Thanks, Jamaican uncle. We need a hospital that is functioning, like the hospital that, not even medical, but the other part of the hospital, the infrastructure is good. We don't need a hospital that is lacking some things, or some things are worn out and they are not there. Non-medical, they are called non-pharmaceutical, non-medical things. That is why some people always have a board with managers, because of these things. You take so long before you start rearranging. You see, we are very important. So that is what I've been doing today. The first thing I was looking at is environment. How is the environment around the hospital? And cleanliness. The gods always asking me if I remember him. Yes, the gods, I remember you clearly. I do remember you clearly. And I've talked to some patients. That is called patients' experience in the hospital. Uncle, true, I have got a lot of responsibility. Very soon, if God blesses me, I'll be handing over some responsibilities, because one assistant, like a secretary only, cannot manage what I'm doing. So I need someone who can be handling some issues for me. So that's why today I'm just alone, looking in every corner. I've gone to where the patients are. I've started from the reception and outside the hospital. Started from outside the hospital to check everything inside, cleanliness. You see, those are things that the hospital should be checking. The toilets, the floor, waiting area, poor water disposal and dumpings, hand sanitizers, ventilation of the hospital, noise level overall, because some patients need a clean environment that is out of noise. You see, but if you don't have proper ventilation and the hospital has dirt every place, it will be a problem. So that is what I've been checking on. Patient's experience is important. How staff talks to patients and families, privacy. But I didn't put this here because some people need privacy, and I don't want to bring everyone on camera. Clear directions, what is done, availability of sitting area, and water also, because some people may need some water. Water is an essential thing in a hospital. Water is an essential thing in a hospital, so it needs to be looked into. It needs to be looked into. So those are the things that I've looked at. Safety and security, emergency exits, visuals, security guard and visitor control, all those, safe electric wiring. But I've seen there is one place that needs to be fixed. The wires have hung, although they are not naked, but it needs to be fixed. Now, the other thing is infection control and practice. Where are hand washing places? The most important we talk about is organization and management. Organization and management. That one I'll do later. Record keeping, support services, ambulances, cleaning staff performance. How do they perform? Although it's not so dirty, but I've seen some walls have dust. I don't like dust. Laundry and linen management, you saw that is what I'm starting with. Technology and equipment. I've seen the cameras, the Wi-Fi lines, some are hanging, they need to be fixed. That one can be a problem, because if there is rain, they can be damaged. Emotional aspects and social aspects. Family some family support, although that one is not today. I cannot do it. I need a weekday when people are so many. There is something else that is so important: accessibility, ramp for disabled patients. I've shown you from the start where the emergency area is, but I've not seen they have placed any ramp. We need something like a ramp, and some wheelchairs where a person who is disabled can be pushed on to come to a place that is better. You see, okay. There is something that is called ethical and professional behavior. You have not seen me showing any patient, any person in the hospital who is working here. I've not shown, because this is a private channel, and I don't want issues with anyone. You see, respect communication, professional dressing and identification badges should be there. Equal treatment to patients is very important. Equal treatment to patients is very important. Now, technology and equipment. What do we do about technology and equipment? Computer system and electronic records. Computer system and electronic records. You see, it's nowadays we just don't have computer system alone. Grandma of 3, good morning, Dr. Ben. How are you, Sunday? It's good. I've just been going through ABCD, some things here and there. Functional elevators. Mine, I don't have any story building. It is just one building that is down, so I don't have elevators. Some hospital beds, no, this is an outpatient facility. Backup power system, that one we are working on it, and internet communication system. And you've seen I've been looking at the internet right out from the outside when it was being maintained by some people that are outside there. A hospital is a facility that is serving many people, and these services, they are meant to protect the patient and also the person who is working there, the medics and the subordinate staffs. These services are meant to support those people. Like support services, pharmacy organizations. You have seen me going to the pharmacy, checking all the drugs, checking how the drugs are organized. Although now, because some drugs, when I put them here, it will be advertising. I've not shown any drug. So there are some legal things that we cannot do here. So I did not show any drugs, but you saw me in the pharmacy. Laundry and linen, you've seen, I've been checking on them. Those are like support staff. Now I should ask a person who is on support staff, why is this laundry? Yes, like Judy, blessings, everyone. I should ask anyone who is on, any person who is on linen room, why are these linen so dirty or they are not washed? Why are they so torn out and you have not requested for replacement? You see, those are the things that I should be asking the support staff, as they are the person who is owning the facility and running everything. And that is the thing. You know, when you go to a hospital as a patient, for you to have a satisfactory mode to be there, you just don't go in a hospital and that is very dirty, disorganized, the support staffs are rude. Some hospitals, when you go to the hospitals, you will see some support staffs are so rude. And the hospitals, you go to the toilets, you cannot even imagine. You just want to be the doctor to finish with you, you go back home. So those are the things that we do when we go to a hospital. When a manager, roles of a manager in a hospital, roles of an overall manager in a hospital. You know, running a facility, sometimes it requires technical mind, and also sometimes it is money. Of course, money is required. Let me go through the functions, because now it seems I'm the overall manager. Let me go through the functions of a manager. Of a manager in a hospital. Of course, this is a hospital. In a hospital, every managerial post in every place has got its own purpose. Any managerial post has got its own capabilities and its own, how can I put it, functions. Overall, when we talk about management, we are talking about planning, organizing. You see, planning, organizing, staffing, and directing, controlling, and financial management. Now, whatever I'm talking about today is what? I'm talking about health service management. A manager is a person who is under health service management. Let me give you the 12 roles of a manager in health service management so that you can know it is not an easy task. Planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and leading. Controlling, financial management, communication, ensuring patient safety and quality care, ensuring patient safety and quality care, resource management, policy implementation. Every facility has got its policies. Resource, the kind of input and output in terms of money and other things like drugs, linen, everything. Record keeping and reporting. These are the functions of a manager. Crisis and management, emergency management. These are the functions of all these that we are talking about are the functions of a manager. And you have seen from the start, you know, sometimes you should do by an example. I started by checking everything out right from the outside, because the management post is not an easy post. You see, it's where the management post in a health facility is very important. Just imagine, for a patient to be comfortable, all those things the manager should be checking. So if one branch of a hospital, like the non-subordinate staff or the other places, are not working correctly, it means the manager has failed in one place. Cleaning floors, toilets, and waiting areas, proper waste disposal and dump bins, hand sanitizers availability, ventilation of air, noise, all this the manager should check. It entails environment and cleanliness. You should at times be at the area of reception, checking on waiting times, privacy and respect for patients. How staff talk to patients is very important. Availability of sitting and water areas. Very important. It's very important. Now, safety and security is very important. Emergency and exits, wheelchair availability, safe electrical wirings and infections, organizing and management. Organizing and management. How do you organize? How do you manage every department? Because every department has someone that is checking on. Every department has someone that is checking on. You as the manager, how are you checking on these departments? The security, yes. Organizing and management is very important. Teamwork, availability of supplies, communication between departments. How are you taking it? Support services, ambulances, cleaning staff, food and nutrition, pharmacy organization, laundry and linen. Is the pharmacy doing the right work? Are they bringing the standard drugs? The patient's drugs, are they given the rightful drugs? Are they checking on the expiry dates of the drugs? You see, are you using drugs as required, or are you just opening every drug that you find out? There is an organization, because someone may confuse a drug with the other one. Technology and equipment. Are the CCTV cameras outside and around the reception area and required areas working? Is the record working? Is the record working? Patient's records, both physical and book-wise, physical and soft copy-wise, like the computer system records and you see, those are the very important things someone should look at. Emotional and support aspects, family support spaces, counseling services, religious and prayer area. Some family members may come in your hospital and they want to pray for their family. They will not play where other people are. They need a location whereby you can tell them you can use this place to get spiritual nourishment. Play for your place. Most hospitals have those, which is very important, because if they pray, when the patients are listening and you are praying, sometimes they may feel irritated because they are sick and you're kind of like the prayer is making some disturbance, you see. But if parents, family, friends come, they need a place for worship and praying for the patients. We need to give them accessibility. What are emergency areas? Can a ramp go through emergency area? Clear parking areas, because an ambulance can come and the parking areas are full. All the parking areas are full. What will you do? What will you do? You see, what will you do? So that is it. That is it for today, my guys. That is it, my guys. For today, thanks for tuning in, and sometimes it's good to be checking on these things. We were talking about today. We were talking about something that is called health service system management. As a manager, what do you need to do? As a manager, what do you need to do? What do you need to do for a facility to go on well? You see, what do you need to do? So that's it. It has been a long session for like how many hours? That is 1.5 hours as usual, and it's a Sunday. So you have seen how a manager should work. A manager should be always checking on these things. Should always be checking on these things. Maybe if someone has any question, can ask. If someone has any question, you can ask. Before we cut down. Welcome, Miriam. Welcome, Miriam. We'll talk about health system management one time. And you see, it is very it's a hectic work when you are a manager, because if you don't have any plan, you will not maintain the areas that are needed so well. So you need to up your game. You see. You need to up your game and be in a good environment as a manager to the people that you are leading. So for today, my friends, I think anyone has a question on management, when you want to show people the right way, you do it. And you have seen how I started from outside, coming, checking every department. That is so that is it. I think that is call it a day. Until 9 today. Have a blessed day. Bye. See you tomorrow at 9.